Hello and welcome back to Paul's Racing Channel and to the Ultimate Racing League. This is round 6 of our Super Touring Car Championship from League 3, and we go back into Europe, all the way back west to the Belgium, to the circuit Spa-Francorchamps circuits. One of the most famous ones around. Don't think I need to say too much more about it really. It's a beautiful day. So if it stays that way, we've got the three races for you, two 15 minutes and a 30-minute race coming up. This is race 1, of course, and let's take you through that grid. This is based on the qualifying that the boys or the drivers had done prior to the race. And before we do that, let's just quickly go through the point situation, because I know I haven't done this very often so far in the series. So going into this one, we've got Brisbane leading the championship by quite a way, about 60 points actually, from Phil Mack, who's just got himself into second place in that Ferrari. Then Aaron in third, 189 points, followed closely behind by M. Bailey in 187. So that third spot is still pretty much up for grabs there between Aaron and M. Bailey. Then we've got in fifth place Aussie in that Corvette, 151 points. Close behind him is Slowpoke in 6th place, Sideways George in 7th on 128, Woody in 8th, Vex in 9th, and Firepower in the top 10. So there's your top 10 in the championship. It's all still pretty close. Brisbane going away a little bit on top there, but certainly still up for grabs on those top 3. So let's take you through this grid then, going into this race 1. So we've got Aaron, who's managed to get it on pole position here for this first race. Brisbane in 2nd, and Bailey in 3rd, Phil Mack in 4th, so all the title contenders there in the top 4. Aussie in 5th, Slowpoke in 6th, Smoky Tom in 7th, Firepower 8th, Potsy in 9th, Vex in 10th, Sideways in 11th, Biggie 12th, Graham in 13th, Stealth in 14th, and Max is back for this round in 15th. So another superb full grid that we can watch. Talking of which, let's go. Here we go, watch those lights. And they're away. Good start by the front 3. And Bailey getting up the inside as they hit that hairpin now. Oh, and Brisbane gets knocked out there a little bit from, not sure, was it Phil Mack? Not sure it was. Just went a bit wide and he just sort of got helped on his way a little bit, didn't he? Smoky Tom in 5th as they come down through Eau Rouge. And it's actually M. Bailey leading them up through there and along, ready on now. All still pretty good, close there in the background, all trying to work off each other's little bit of slip that they can get up here as they hard on the brakes as they reach the S's. So it's M. Bailey, Aaron, Aussie's got himself up to 3rd place, Smoky Tom 4th, Phil Mack in 5th, Slowpoke 6th, Biggie 7th, Firepower 8th. So Brisbane really lost out there, didn't he? All the way back in, well, it's got to be 11th. Yeah, it is 11th place for Brisbane. Wow. So a little off, and that's how far back you go. Phil Mack with that lag again this week on this round, as we watch Aaron now trying to chase down M. Bailey for the lead. Crowds here watching the drivers. Their t-shirts on. I wonder, that's the spectators with a t-shirt on, not the drivers. I wonder whether they might have to get their umbrellas out later. There is a little bit of weather coming across, but we're not sure whether it's actually going to hit the circuit or not, so one to watch out for. So Bailey is coming through now. Got himself out into the lead, and he's stayed there so far. Aaron, of course, is on a bit of a charge at the moment. Had a great round at Tokyo last time out. Of course, it's these two that are fighting for that 3rd spot in the championship. And it looks like they're up for the fight. Oh, Bailey with a big moment. Almost lost it as they now hit the chicane. Always throws a few people out, this does, especially as they put the power on the exit. Can always knock your car out a little bit. We watch them come through pretty good there. Slowpoke in 6th, then Firepower's up there in 7th, so he's looking pretty good at the moment. And then Biggie under attack from Brisbane. Brisbane just making his way through now, up the inside of Biggie at the hairpin. And down the other side now. So Brisbane up to 8th, Biggie back to 9th with Potsy. And Sideways in 10th and 11th. There's Graham going through, flat through. Eau Rouge as well in these Group 4 cars, as we see Vex taking a lot of the curb and a little bit more. And his teammate Max in 14th. What's happened to Stealth all the way back? He's a long way back. Stealth, my goodness me. What happened there, buddy? Or whatever it was, the safety car weren't called, but looks like it was something all on his own, of course, so it wouldn't have been. But then Bailey still up top and still under pressure. Or under pressure a little bit more actually from Aaron now in 2nd spot. I think we've got Woody here today, have we? I might have missed him on the grid. I'm pretty sure he was there actually. So Bailey, Aaron, obviously still holding that 3rd place. Smoky Tom. In 4th. Phil Mack in 5th, who surprisingly hasn't gained anything yet really, has he? Quite surprised he hasn't made his way through, taking nothing away from the guys ahead of him, of course, but another one who's been putting in the graft over these last couple of rounds, getting the points tally up. Brisbane, there he is, up to 7th now. Firepower 8th. And no, I don't think we have got Woody actually. Oh, as Biggie makes a hash of that left-hander and actually gets a penalty for his troubles. Thought he was a little bit wide there, if I'm honest. So we've got Sideways attacking Potsy now surely he might have a look up here at the hairpin. Potsy will try and cover it a little bit, but he's up there now, Sideways. Can he get it stopped? Not really. No, Potsy done the little switch back, got it back underneath him. And attacking Biggie now, who's still got a half a second penalty. Yet to take that off, although the zone he hasn't got to the zone yet. Which, I can't remember where it is. I thought it was along here, but I don't think it is it? It's the second part of the back end of the lap, isn't it? So, anyway, there's Potsy, there's Sideways. Vex 12 just losing touch with him now. And Graham and Max also losing touch. Graham back there in 13th and Stealth still in 15th there. Is going to be a long race for him. And Bailey though is keeping Aaron at bay, and in fact Aaron's dropped off a little bit, so something happened to Aaron now. There's your 1, 2, 3 coming down the hill. At one point right up behind him almost, wasn't he, Aaron, behind Bailey, but might have had a little moment somewhere, just lost him a few tenths. Aussie, 3rd place. Yeah, circuit is obviously a real life circuit. A Smoky Tom gets it wrong. Just took too much of that curb, and that isn't easy done there. You can get the power on a little bit too quickly. Back end's gone on that Jag, got up on the curb, and yeah, it was bye-bye, baby. So Smoky Tom will go to 14th, still behind him in 15th. So unfortunate there, but easily done, if I'm honest. How's Phil Mack doing? Well, he's still in 4th. Brisbane up to 5th now. Brisbane attacking Phil. I don't think he's close enough to have a go here at the hairpin, but he's certainly close enough. And with the time only halfway through this first race, could be just a matter of time, although we know that Phil and he's defending, but it's a long lap this one, and with half the race still to go, that's a long time to be defending, so I don't think even he can hold off Brisbane all that time. We will see. Slowpoke in the background now, on his own a little bit. Aussie though still holding third place ahead of these two boys, Phil and Brisbane. How's they doing up the top? Well, that's still pretty much the same. Aaron in second with Bailey out there in first. Look at that shot. And the sweeping right-handers, double apex right-handers almost there, isn't it? Now down the hill. But yeah, I think, as I said, some of the drivers, or what I was going to say, was some of the drivers tend to like this circuit. Others, I don't know, it's sort of one a bit like Marmite, isn't it? It's one of these ones that you either love it or you hate it, really. For me, I don't mind it. Just can't really ever get a quick lap round it for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know what I can't seem to do it, really. Wouldn't say it's one of my favourites though. As Brisbane now up to fourth, so here he comes, the championship leader, coming through after that moment at the beginning of the race. Well, actually at turn one, wasn't it? Right at the start of the race. So that's looked like he got pushed out a little bit, although I don't think it was anything intentional. I think it just sort of bunched up a little bit. He was on the outside, and fortunately there was a lot of runoff, but of course you go out there, slows you right down. Phil Mack is right on the back of him, and now so Phil Mack is going with him. It's whether they can get past Aussie, who's in third ahead of them. 2/3 of the way through now. Slowpoke in sixth still, and he's under pressure from Firepower. Look at this from Firepower now. He's Phil Mack's teammate. Two Ferraris in fifth and seventh. And he's looking pretty strong now. It looks like he fancies a bit of Slowpoke. Not literally, but certainly fancies that sixth place off him. Now, he's in a good position to, if he can get a little bit closer, just work off a little bit of drafting now as they head up to the S's. Not close enough, clearly, for a move, but just needs to keep pressing. There's Firepower. See if he can get a little bit closer. He's got the time at the moment. If he could just work it. Slowpoke clearly isn't the quickest round here in that McLaren. This is the other McLaren, Potsy in 8th place. So if we can take advantage of Slowpoke's pace, Firepower that is, might be to gain a spot. So as we go back to 9th and 10th from Vex Huntley, might have just woke up and he's thinking, well, okay, sideways, we'll have a little race, shall we? Clearly Vex was a little bit quicker through that corner, but let's have a look. Can Sideways keep him behind? Vex looks hungry. And again, good drive, and he's going to take him, surely going to take him, although, having said that, there's not really a passing place until you get to the end of the lap at the chicane, so maybe he'll just keep it behind him there. You don't want to be going up the inside here through the bus stop, but no, I think this was going to be your opportunity if you're going to ever have one. Here he goes. No, certainly had a big think about it, didn't he, Vex? So how about the hairpin up here after the start and finish straight. After the start and finish line, I should say. So they start lap 6. No, still not close enough. Sideways doing a great defending job at the moment. So that's still 9th and 10th then. Big E in 11th, he's dropped back, hasn't he? Max in 12th. Stealth actually has made up some spots. In 13th now, ahead of Smoky Tom and Graham. So I don't know what's happened there with them two. But they're going backwards. And our leader has been a change. Aaron has got it. He's got that fastest lap of 2:26.992. I missed the pass. But at one point, didn't look like he was gaining. Well, he gained it like he was gaining on him at first, didn't it? Then he seemed like he just backed off a little bit, Aaron. Clearly, he got a bit more pace unless Bailey made a mistake somewhere. May have just run it wide somewhere and Aaron took advantage. Apologies, I missed that move. But my eyes can't be everywhere, I'm afraid. So, what can Bailey do? Can he get that lead back off him? I'm not so sure with... not with 30 seconds left. Not even sure they're gonna... They might just about get another lap in. So yeah, they'll get another lap in with 30 seconds left here. But don't know whether anyone else will. This could be between these two then. We kind of knew that anyway, didn't we? Got one another little moment, maybe that's what it was. Now I haven't got past, it was a little bit twitchy, that Citroen. So as they head over, start lap 7. I don't think Aussie's going to get another lap in. Oh, he will. Yeah, they will. Aussie will, Brisbane will, Phil Mack will. I don't think Firepower will. So he's going to come in 6th place, so a good 6th place for Firepower. 7th for Potsy, so he made up some spots there, didn't he? So 7th, 6th and 7th for them. Vex got sideways in the end, so Vex got 8, sideways 9th. Slowpoke 10th, Biggie 11th, Stealth Will coming in 12th. Just, I think. Yeah, he will just hold it ahead of Max in 13th, Smoky Tom in 14th, and Graham in 15th. So I've missed a few passes there, so apologies. We go back to our leaders though, as we watch them finish. I think it's going to be as it is really now. It's all just about what happens back here. How's Brisbane looking? It's all they're pretty spaced out. Well, I suppose this is the closest actually. Brisbane on Aussie. It's all about whether Brisbane can he get that 3rd spot on the podium. Looks like he wants it. Let's just concentrate on this for a little while. So it's all settled up top. Looks like Aaron's going to grab that win. Aussie is still in 3rd place, just ahead of Brisbane. There's Phil Mack in 5th. Running wide Brisbane, that's how much he's pushing. Oh, and now Aussie goes, now there's the opportunity. Brisbane's going to take him, there you go, there's your pass. And there's your move up into 3rd place. Aussie will be kicking himself. Did everything right up to that point, ran it wide. And has lost that 3rd place to Brisbane as we go back to our leaders coming up into this final chicane. It will be Aaron who will take victory here in race 1. Ahead of Bailey in 2nd. So valuable points for Aaron for that 3rd place on the championship. Bailey did get that 2nd, as we know. Brisbane will get that 3rd in the end, just ahead of Aussie in 4th and Phil Mack in 5th. What a great race that was in race 1. So we've got 2 more races coming up. Join me again soon. Thanks for watching and I'll see you then.